Onyx.
It's
Get live.
live like a wire.
We live at the Fire Nights podcast, man, and it's certain moments that you have when you do these things, and I think it's more the moment.
These guys came from Woods of Delaware. Where are you from?
Who's fighting right now? Who's fighting right now? Who's fighting right now? Who's Let me see him. Let me see him. Let me see him. Let me see him.
Listen, man, it's your boy Q-Mac, man. Fire Nights Podcast.
Let me see him. Let me see him.
Welcome. It's Tuesday night. You are now rocking with the best. You could be anywhere in the world, but you're here with us. We appreciate it. This is the Fire Nights experience. Live Legends of One Take Titans. This is a live show, folks, as always. No retakes, no cuts, no do-overs. Whatever happens, happens. This your boy P. Flanked by the world's greatest, world-renowned, always loved, often imitated, never duplicated, Fire Nights.
Yo.
How y'all feeling, fellas?
Oh, I'm feeling great today, man.
It's the best day of the week, man. We get the fellowship.
Yes, it
We
is.
get the
man.
fellowship.
It's Tuesday night. I'm feeling marvelous. You know what I'm saying? You know, I'm with the brothers. We got the energy going. We got the libations flowing. But like I always like to do around this time, to all my people out in Bangor, Maine, all the way out to Barcelona, Spain, and my man who loves to do his best jamming all the way out in Bucharest. I want to give you a hello and how are ya?
Let's get it, baby. Let's get it. We chock full of topics today. Let's not keep the people waiting, man. Got to give the people what they want, when they want it, how they want it. Hot and ready. Let's get it.
Yeah.
Like Little Caesars. That's what we do. For real.
That shit like $6.49.
It's like McDonald's, man, losing its luster. The whole appeal was that it was cheap. You know what I mean?
That's $6.49.
Cheap and quick. If it ain't cheap and quick no more, I don't, you know.
Yeah, man. I thought that was part of it, man. When
That's their lure. That's their lure.
when you have that triangle, you say you can have something good and fast, but it won't be cheap. You can have something good and cheap, but it won't be fast. You can have something fast and cheap, but it won't be good. Come on now. I would rather go for the fast and than cheap. Like I was already conceding.
I can tolerate. I can tolerate the fire on the taste.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
I'm all right with that. Now it's just fast.
It's just fast.
All right.
It's just fast.
Yeah.
Oh wow, damn.
Can you pull up to the red line, sir?
Whoa, I ain't come here for this.
Y'all did never. Y'all thought no one was coming to get fries at this time.
You ain't got
man.
fries ready. You ain't got fries ready. This is the John. Like, how you don't have fries ready? I digress.
Yeah, we digressing around this.
So listen, couple of things, man. What y'all watching, listening to, man? A couple big drops came out over the past couple weeks. We didn't really get to jump into it. We was, talking about a few other things, man. Drizzy dropped for the dogs.
I listened to it. It's alright.
It's all right. What's your thought? You listen to it?
One of his better joints.
Oh.
It's alright.
I mean, it's in the same vein of his last like 3-4 drops. You know, it's some things on there. You know, he's not our. You know, he's not my Drizzy no more. He gone, man. He just
He's everyone's Drizzy.
yeah, everyone's Drizzy now, man. You know? It's cool though. You know, it's
Like
cool.
that. I like that.
It's cool. Was Joe Budden, was he hating or was he telling the truth?
What exactly did? That's what I'm saying. What exactly?
Well, I mean, ultimately,
Drake said.
Yeah.
ultimately, what he was saying was, you know, he just surprised the music hasn't matured at this point. You know, he had a certain point, and he was expecting for at this point the music to mature a little bit. That's all. That's what he was saying.
Okay. And
Drake
Drake
took, yeah, well, he took umbrage. To it.
umbrage. Okay.
But it's kind of funny because of, you know, the myriad of clips on the interweb of Drizzy pretty much fanboying over Budden. Not to mention the song where he literally rips the whole Joe Budden sound. That's pretty funny. I mean, it's just funny. If you know, you know, and if you know the history or whatever have you, there's several interviews where he basically, you know, bigging up Joe big time, you know.
Yeah.
So why do you feel Joe said what he said? You know,
Well,
if this
you know,
guy is
Joe's
always-
an honest guy. I mean, he's gonna give it to you. He's gonna give you.
Oh.
But he is a self-professed, you know, Drake fan.
But what I'm saying, but the thing, all right, now that I know what Joe Budden has said, my thing is,
Oh, he said, you know, stop humping the 25-year-olds, bro. You know what I mean? Like, get out of that lane. You know what I'm saying? Like, get out of that demographic kind of thing. He was, because, you know, she was trying to be funny, but of course, you know, when somebody strike a chord or strike a nerve,
that's some weird. I'm saying niggas gotta be realistic. No one wants older women.
Can you say it one more time?
shit, no one wants older.
It's someone in his situation, yeah.
Realistic. And
No one wants an older woman that looks old.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, nah, like, you know what I'm saying? If I could have a young tenderoni, I'm gonna go get me a young tenderoni at the age I am. You know what I'm saying? Like, man,
That's absurd.
yeah, that's absurd. That's absurd.
I think he was just coming from the fans' perspective, saying that he wanted the music to mature a little bit,
I
and
know Joe Budden don't got a 47-year-old.
I'm pretty sure he don't.
So who you podcasting for, Joe? Who you podcasting for?
You know what I mean? But back to what I was going to say is, where can Drake go? He's been everywhere.
I don't know.
He's been to Calypso and Canada and Africa and you know, where can he go musically? That you say he's not elevating or you know what I'm saying? Where can he go? He didn't win the house.
You know what? I totally 100. No.
He's rap's chameleon.
That's what I'm saying. So when you say someone needs to elevate, I wouldn't say him because he didn't went through so many genres, singing, rapping, dance. Like where what do you gotta do? Opera now? I'm like, yo, that nigga's the greatest. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Country.
I
music.
mean, listen. I mean, to his credit, Drizzy is probably one of the more. I think his appeal was that he was the vulnerable spitter. You know what I mean? He would spit, but he would also be vulnerable on tracks from a male perspective, kind of thing. You know what I'm saying? So, I think a lot of his material was ridiculous. I think it was like extremely mature early on. I mean, maybe he regressed and said, you know what, I want to have some fun. You know, I give rappers their stages. I let them have their stages, man. They can go through whatever they want to go through because they're in a creative space to do what they want to do, and they, you know, let them create. And at one point, he might come back around to what you like, but he's everybody's Drizzy now, man. He's not just your Drizzy. He's everybody's Drizzy, man. He got an obligation to sell records. He's chasing Mike down, for God's sakes, man.
If I'm mistaken, he has chased him down.
Yeah, he's running down Mike, man. Your expectations pale in comparison to what he expects from himself.
I don't see why Joe Budden seems to think that he hasn't made mature music though. You know, I mean, to me that seems like a shot. Not a heavy shot, but it's definitely not a veiled shot. It's like because Drake has already shown himself to be a Joe Budden's fan. Then he say, "All right, you need to grow up on your music." Like, why are you saying that to Drake, someone who I think has always pushed the boundaries way past where a lot of these artists are scared to go? You feel what I'm saying? Like he said, he's had calypso, he's had house, R&B, all this kind of stuff. I've always said those are.
It's easier to pick out the kind of music he hasn't done.
Right, you know what I'm saying? Those are feathers in his cap, tools in his toolbox. The other entertainers, if we want to call it that, because he's an entertainer with all those genres under his belt, other entertainers, they can't broach. They can't do like him. So for him to make mature music, he's always made music from a mature space, meaning I will make good music regardless of a genre.
I think it was kind of also a shot at kind of like, you know, his choice of collaborators. You got, you know, the Sexy Reds. I mean, these are very much younger artists out of his class, also is what he's saying. But I've always looked at Drizzy as somebody who's always stayed relevant in terms of breaking other artists, at least being present on their songs and making that hit credible because he's on it. He's always been that Block Boy JB, Migos, when Migos wasn't nothing. Lil Baby.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like he's always been kind of like, hell, I mean, if you want to keep it 100, he gave the City Girls a major boost.
And French.
A lot of people.
Future first song was with Drake.
So it's like, you know, I don't know. He's always been a guy who's never stayed in a pocket. Like you can't put him in a pocket. He's all over the place. He's like water.
And that's what I'm saying. That's a mature and grown up way of looking at music, not being pigeonholed to just what someone thinks you should be. You feel what I'm saying? I think there would be a lot more people out there that would say, man, I wouldn't mind making a house song or R&B song.
He just can't do it.
Right. And he's like, why not? And when he does it, it's like, oh man, like that was some trash. It's like, nah, that was pretty good. You know what I'm saying? And then so that's what I'm saying. That's a mature.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a mature way of looking at music.
Music grown up. You always shit. Once you start singing and doing slow music, that's you grown up.
Just hold on, we're going home.
Yeah.
That's grown up.
I was very, very mature.
Yeah,
That was mature in the face of
That nigga.
Yeah, that was mature in the face of, you know, at his biggest run, I'm gonna go this way, man, and make this music, you know. So I mean, I don't know. It just teaches his own.
And it was fly. If it was poop, people were like, man, don't ever do that again. He's got many hits in different genres. Man, that is a very mature way of looking at things.
For the Dogs, I thought it was gonna be. Of course, I bought into thinking it was going to be a harder sounding album, but the perspective now that I see it is that he's not. It's more or less. It sounds like somebody hurt that man because he's going on the chicks on this album. Like the themes on this album is basically kind of like "F you," you know. You should do better for yourself, and I did this for you, and you know what I mean. It's no longer the you know begging for attention kind of thing. It's you know, this for my dogs. This for, you know, if you ever felt this way about a chick, you know what I mean? This is for my dog, for the dogs. That's what it means.
I'm not gonna lie, man. I don't even be listening to music to get that, you know, intricate into it, you know, for my dogs, man. I didn't know all the things that you just spoke of. I didn't know any of that. You know,
once I listened to it, I understood it. I was like, okay, this is no longer Drake, the advocate of women. This is Drake. This is his angry phase. He's angry at something. I don't know what he's angry at. Some say it's the whole Rihanna debacle, but who knows? My boy dropped the album. Another one more again. Magic 3. You heard it?
Yeah, I've heard. Yeah, I heard it with you.
My shit is stored right. That's on there, right? And then on Magic 3.
Nah, Store Run is on. It's on one of them albums. It's not on that one.
I like that little Wayne shit.
Lil Wayne shit tough, man. Lil Wayne ran it.
Couple joints on that shit.
Lil Wayne ran his shit. I mean, it's a banger, man.
I
It's-
can't get into
to
a
me,
lot
it's-
of the names.
to me, it's one of his
songs,
better
that's
ones.
why
To
I
be
can't.
honest with you, I like it that much. Like,
I like Magic 3 better than all the albums he just dropped, like in recent history. Like
Yeah.
out of the
this is
shit
the
he
best.
just-
This is the best
I
one.
like this one the
Yo,
best.
it's
Now, I
crazy.
can't get into
went
all
back
the
and
names.
listened to that Kanye album he did with Nas and shit. I don't know what the fuck Kanye was talking about.
Hey man, that's Kanye, man.
Nas rapping slow as shit on.
He said rapping all off beat. But you like, I mean, that album wasn't bad. It just wasn't good.
Beat was off beat.
Yeah, the beat was off. It wasn't bad. It just wasn't good. That's all.
You know, I was listening to it. That's all it was the cop shot the kid, cop shot the kid,
Yeah.
cop shot the kid, cop shot the kid, and Nas was rapping in between that.
He said all
Cop
off
shot the
beat.
kid, cop shot the kid, and then Nas would spit a
Mhm.
4 bars, something.
But the funny shit is though,
Cop shot the
Right.
kid. You know what I'm saying?
Right, Nas looking at it from a more artistic. I could go. Nah, I'm saying it. Song structure, I could pretty much go with.
song just wasn't great.
And then cop shot the kid over the break. But let me try something different with this. You know, which I understand. I applaud coming from
He
a
was
hip hop.
like-
You know,
he was like, but the
artist
crazy shit was,
standpoint.
we was like, why give Daytona the push it? Like, dog, like. Now, see, these are the moments that I tend to think of, you know, what you always say. Like, yeah, this is when I start to lead to your train of thought when it comes to Kanye. Because it's like,
Yo, because that's the crazy, because I'm not saying the way he dropped those albums, it's like it wasn't their albums. You know what I'm saying? Now that I hear what he's saying about those 3 albums,
Mhm.
because it's only those 3 albums that he dropped during.
Daytona, Tiana
Tiana
Taylor,
Taylor
and
and
Nas. Yeah.
It was those 3 albums, you know what I'm saying? That he dropped back to back to back. And what I'm thinking of is like, yo, they was his shits. Those beats was his shits.
He gave
And
him
he
away.
just like, here, we're gonna drop an album. Because that was during the time when he dropped the 3
He
albums.
dropped like 4 albums.
Yeah, it was somebody else too.
They all had
Um,
7 songs. I
Pusha
think it
T,
was,
Nas.
Tiana Taylor.
It was a 4th person.
might have been like a
Nah, I don't think it's nobody
hold on,
else.
hold on. That was that good? Was it like a
Shout
good
out
music
to
run?
Jakia,
Good music run or
Yeah,
something
so
like that?
Brock,
And that nigga-
Big Block, Big
Nah,
Bro
man.
Ox. Excuse me.
That's when he went up in
Squeak.
the mountains.
Yeah, that was in Wyoming. They was in Wyoming.
Squeak, where you at?
He was in Wyoming
Yeah,
doing
that's
it.
when he was in Wyoming. He was
Yeah.
dropping all the
Yeah.
news. I think he just called niggas
I'm
up.
trying to think, who was
And
the
like,
4th
yo.
person?
Here. You know what I'm saying? Like,
It
here.
was somebody. Was it Drake?
Nah, it wasn't. Drake.
No.
Trying to
Nah,
think.
cause
Nah, I think
Drake
it was
wrote
his.
something.
I
It was
think
his.
Nah, he didn't, I don't even think he dropped.
Pablo.
Nah, White with Pablo was way earlier than that.
If I'm mistaken, it might have been Jay Electronica.
I didn't even know Jay Electronica had an actual album, like a full album.
got
I think
one.
it was Jay Electronica.
Was it?
Yeah, I think it was Jay Electronica.
Yeah, that must have been. It must have been terrible then.
Nah, it wasn't terrible.
Yeah.
Now, it wasn't necessarily what I was looking
It
for.
wasn't good.
But
Wasn't terrible, but it wasn't
a lot of
good.
people said it was nice. I mean, I thought it was.
Now, I remember
Okay.
that. It was done 4 albums. Jay Electronica, Tiana Taylor, Pusha T, and
Nas.
Nas. And you talking about it was just BT had like, yo, come up to Wyoming.
Out on the
Like,
compound.
fuck it, we here. That's your shit.
Actually, some shit. Yeah, because it was a lot of people was out there. Yeah, it was. Yeah, it might have. I guess it might have been. Yeah, because I know it was 4 albums dropped in like 2 weeks time. You know what I'm saying? All 4 of them albums in like 2 weeks time.
Yup. and they all was short.
It was Pusha T, Kanye, Kid See Ghost, and Nas, and Tiana Taylor. Hold on, let me look a little further because
They was all short.
yeah, it was all seven.
like
It was only 7 songs. That was
Yeah.
that was his theme at the
It
time.
was all like 7 songs. So now,
His was Donda at the time, but that wasn't part of that run. The album that came out at that time was Donda. So moving on, let's talk about it, man. Of course, she been dominating everything, man. I mean, Jada Pinkett, man. Like, I mean, thoughts. I'm just going to drop the
no
name.
more. I don't blame her no more. Because if what she's saying is true, you set yourself up, homie. If y'all ain't been together since 2016, you set yourself up to go on that red table talk about a nigga she fucking while y'all not together.
Yeah.
You chose to jump out there and say, stop talking about my wife and smack a nigga, knowing y'all ain't been together since 2016. I can't blame her no more. That's a simp ass nigga.
Thoughts?
I'm not going on no fucking TV show, on your TV show, talking about a nigga I know you been fucking. I know you was fucking him. We ain't been together since 2016. My bad, I started cussing early. But we ain't been together since 2016. It's 2020. And we talking about entanglements and stuff.
Right.
No, that's on you, homie. That's on you, homie.
It's been on him.
That's on you, homie. And just the kicker, I haven't been with you in 2016. And I say, keep my wife's name out your mouth.
She says that she was shocked to even hear him say that because they hadn't been
That's
together,
what I said.
and she hadn't heard him call her his wife in
That's what I
years.
said. Now thinking of that, can you blame her for his actions?
Nah. I
He
don't.
did all that
On his own.
on his own.
Thoughts
We ain't
first?
been together since 2016. The Red Table Talk was in 2020. You know what you was doing in those 4 years. You know what she was doing in those 4 years. Why you come on TV and talk about an entanglement like y'all was still together?
Good question. Good question.
You did that to yourself.
Yeah.
You doing all this stuff to yourself. And like she said, man, we ain't been together. I was surprised. My wife came out. So you did that on your own. It ain't because you looked at her and I looked at my wife and seen the look she gave. No! Because that's not your wife. That look you looked at your girlfriend. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. All that shit can't fly no more. He should have seen the look his wife gave him. Huh?
Nah, that don't fly. I
I'm
don't.
saying, I ain't even think I was his wife no more. He ain't used that wording. You know what I'm saying?
We've been apart for years.
A couple years.
Then you say that.
He was trying to impress her.
No.
Yeah, I think that's
No.
a simp way of trying to impress her.
Now he wasn't even trying to impress her. Man, listen, that shit ain't had nothing to do. That nigga was still playing a role. And did something he wasn't supposed to do, man.
Yeah, try to impress her.
Nah, I'm talking about that Richard Williams role. Man, you can't. Listen, dog.
I mean, I know it's on him now, but I think he
You
was.
can't impress.
I mean, I don't know. I can't. To be serious with you, I can't explain what he's doing rationally. I'm just grasping. I mean,
It wasn't to impress her.
You ain't got to argue me down there, but I can see that, But I'm like, to me, what I'm seeing from Will Smith, well, from Jada Pinkett now, from what I'm seeing from her is, I don't really understand, and I'm kind of on her side, but I'm like, why now? Well,
Oh,
right
she's
now,
writing
your
a book.
You
Yeah, she's writing a book. So,
Right.
I mean,
you've written the book. it's probably gonna be.
Yeah, I mean, it actually
Shit
dropped.
going
It
on.
actually dropped.
Right, you know, so that part, I'm like, well, it could have served Will Smith better, but he even now, you know what I'm saying, with all the things, you know, she coming out and saying, I'm like, dog, you kind of just sticking around for the dumb hard parts, you know what I'm saying, and kind of bringing a lot of this on yourself. She now is dragging him through it.
Listen, when you read her book, it's gonna be deeper than with.
So
That nigga wasn't around. He wasn't. Listen, that nigga was doing whatever he always been the star. Jada Pinkett was always the other star. You know what I'm saying? Will Smith always been the star. Listen, dogs. I'm talking to y'all. You don't got a daughter. Well, you got a daughter. My fault. I'm sorry. You got a daughter. You got a daughter. I got a daughter. It's no way in hell either one of our daughters are going to write a letter to a man that my mom was infatuated years before I was born. If they respect their dad.
this is true.
So that lets me know one thing. You either wasn't around or you was doing you.
Real crazy.
And she was home with the kids. Because she wasn't Hollywood like you was. And now she don't give a fuck about you.
So I guess you're saying Willow home like, Mom, where Dad at? Oh, he out running around. So now I guess the scenario could be like,
No.
no,
That's what I'm saying what happened. Like you said, where Dad at? Oh, y'all. And now we just sitting under the covers talking about fucking Tupac.
hold
I'm
on.
telling you about the love of my life.
Now hold on now. Upon further review, when you start hearing about the things is, you know, their separation, all that kind of stuff, that's what I'm playing in my head. He ain't around. The child, this is Willow Smith now. She might have been 6, 7, 8 years old, but she probably knew a little bit more than other 8 or whatever, you know, around. So I'm assuming, I'm just going to pull out of the sky a phrase that she probably have ran across that could have been hypothetically spoken to her mom. With Mom, you know what you always being home with us. You know always being sad with just us and Dad never being around. Who, if there ever was a person in your life, did you wish was around? At first, a lot of us couldn't see. They're like, oh, why would you have that conversation with a little girl? This and that. She says, you know what, baby? There was this guy. You know what? You may have known him. You may have seen a video. His name is Tupac.
So that's mom and daughter kind of pillow talk.
Nah, mom and daughter. I'm saying if you close with your mom, you going like a mom and daughter would talk about a dude they you know what I'm saying? Like talking to your daughter as she growing up. Baby, I heard, man, this dude. You know what I'm saying? But it ain't like to the fact where as though my daughter gonna write him a letter.
Now, here's the thing. I'm thinking this could be a child's mind as well. Like, well, I don't know what to do, but my dad ain't never around, and my mama is always crying.
That's what I'm
Man, I wish I could do something. You know what? I'm gonna write, man. Where my pencil at and my little pink markers? You know what? Hey, Tupac, I wish you was here. And that's what I'm saying.
Let me ask you a question.
I'm listening.
Let me ask y'all a question.
I'm just hypothetically speaking.
That's your daughter.
Uh-huh.
And y'all happen to stumble upon this letter. What would your reaction be?
Will my reaction be?
Yeah,
I would have a problem with it. I would have a problem with
I
it.
would too.
Yeah.
I would too.
Because you're because if she's a little girl, like you said, you're talking to her intimately about your deep, long lost love for some other guy. Now, like you said, the dynamic is probably she's a single parent at that point. You know what I mean? She's a single parent. But if I'm still in the picture, I'd have a huge problem with it. But if she's a single parent, like shit, that's just mom-daughter talk. Just so happens that guy is very famous too that she had an infatuation with. I'm tired of hearing about it, you know what I mean? But it is what it is. You open that door to not, y'all wasn't together.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You're not around. You're not around to build that bond with your daughter so that no man can even.
And that's what I'm saying. Just speaking about it, I'm just thinking about it specifically. If we thinking about Will Smith not being around and not being around to the tune of, mom and daughter having not a conversation, but a question can be asked. I'm just thinking like how easy it could be. Like, well, mom, who was the person that you had the most fun with? And that could be interpreted as, I wish you could come back to Pop and make my mommy happy again. You feel what I'm saying? So that's what I'm saying. Like with these things coming out, I remember a lot of us was giving a lot of like, oh man, they shouldn't be having these kind of conversations, with children. Like, and now I'm thinking about it like that. I'm like, children may have been sparking some of this conversation.
That's why the little boy like he is. He home with 2 women all day. Home with 2 women all day. Doing womanly things. Painting nails, dyeing hair. Womanly things. Little boys don't do that.
Young Jaden.
Little boys don't do that, dog. If they dad around. Wait, I ain't never seen Will Smith dye his hair or paint his nails. Where you get that from, homie?
That's what we doing these days. They don't
Man, where you
nothing.
get that from, homie? No, your dad is a star. If anybody, he should be your role model.
I got it
That's
from
Big Willie.
I got it
He's
from
everyone's role model.
I got it from NBA YoungBoy.
He don't paint it. He older than NBA YoungBoy.
I'm just saying. I mean, what if it was? What if
He older than NBA YoungBoy?
I got it from Future.
Hey, man.
Young Thug.
Hey, man. They like the same age, man. Jaden Smith ain't no little boy no more.
Nah.
Ain't no little boy.
He was
no
having
more.
trouble. He I don't even know if did he have like a eating disorder?
No. But see, the photos that they posted on the web were of what he likes to call an older stage, because he posted new photos. He brolic as shit now, you know what I mean? Cut up, he brolic now. So
I don't
he was
care
like,
what-
yeah, they'll show the
like-
picture on the left, but won't show the one on the right. And he put hashtag stages or something like that, you know what I mean? His hair regular color now. He brolic and shit. He diesel. Will back around. Will must be back around.
Jaden Smith, man.
Will must be back around. Is she overdoing it with the Pac shit though? Like, is she overdoing it?
Nah, she a single woman. She can talk about whatever she want to talk about. She ain't overdoing it. Man, that's just that she didn't love him.
It was for her to be talking about.
Everybody got one that got away though. Every shoot.
I
You
don't.
don't talk about a married motherfucking day.
Yeah.
Your husband.
But from what I heard about their situation, man, they didn't like. She didn't feel. Well, they didn't go together. You feel what I'm saying? They never went together. They wasn't never an item, from what I hear.
Well, from the way she tells it now, Big Willie was Big Willie, like for real. Big Willie was Big Willie,
I don't know what that means.
Well, like she walk in the room, all eyes on him. He can have anybody you want.
That's what I
That ain't
mean.
necessarily making her feel great. You know what I mean? Like
Yo, that's what I
took a
mean.
toll
That's
on
what
her,
I'm talking
kind of
about.
thing.
She wasn't, you know what I'm saying?
Big Willie was Big Willie.
Yeah, he wasn't never a co-star.
So you say, all right, I get. I mean, I ain't on her side. I mean, on Will Smith's side. I ain't necessarily against her either.
Oh, nah, but I'm saying, man, that nigga weird. Because if y'all wasn't together for all those years, what she's saying.
You did some strange things, bro.
Yeah, you just jumped out the window.
Literally, yeah. You did jump
Jumped
out
out
on
the
them.
window
I
for-
want to know why y'all married but won't divorce. It ain't a money thing.
Well, this is what she said.
I
This is
don't-
what she said. She said that she wanted to set the record straight that quote unquote there hasn't been infidelity. No, they do not have an open marriage. And anyone that they've been with has been outside of their marriage at a point where they weren't together. That's ultimately what she's alluding to. No, they don't have an open marriage, is what she's saying. She said, as of this very moment, they're working through things. Isn't every couple working through things?
I mean, right? How?
The question is, where are you sleeping at night? And where are you sleeping at night? Because if y'all not together, y'all ain't working through things. I mean, that's just me.
Man, I don't know. The part that I don't understand, if y'all separated this long, you say it's not a money thing. All these things come out now. All right, well, we still gonna stay together. I'm like, it don't make no sense to me for y'all to stay together. Now, people are only gonna still wonder.
Well, I mean,
and then infer and conjure up their own thoughts as to why you guys are staying together.
I understand why Will want to stay with her. I mean, that's a pretty hefty divorce, guys. I mean, that'll be one of the ones for the record books.
Nah, but if I got money, and I don't really, and I've been away from you for 6-7 years, then come on, man, take this money and go on about your life, man. I don't, you know what I'm saying? Go on
You
about
make
your
it
life.
sound like it's $75. That's millions. I mean, big millions.
But the thing is, why is she still married to him? Fuck him wanting to get a divorce. Why she ain't get a divorce?
Yeah, they both have been separated for 6-7 years. And
What
they
you
both-
think it is? Take a stab at it. What do you think it is? Take a stab at it. Wild guess. Why is she still, or is she trying to get out and Will don't want her to get out?
Because she lying.
About what?
That open marriage and all that shit, she lying.
Okay.
Why you think she hasn't quote unquote gone through with the divorce?
I think there's something that we don't know about. They probably won't say anything about. I think it may still come out, but there's something more underlying, even darker, to where they both say, well, certain things won't have to be questioned if we stay together. Now, we don't have to physically be together. We can just technically be together. Being, as one would call,
We can fake this thing through.
fake it till we make it, but also the optics of you just being married
She got a big ass
Certain
head too.
people, you
She
know,
got a big head.
certain creeds, religions, genders, you know, it may look better for you than getting a divorce with certain things that some people would connect certain dots together on certain things.
Man, that nigga gay.
Moving on, man. All right. I'm gonna talk about no damn Jada no more. Listen, right? Did y'all hear about this? I thought this was crazy, man. Did y'all hear about the teacher that took the t-shirt off the little girl? All right. So, teacher was an AKA, right? Black teacher.
Alpha Kappa Alpha.
Little white girl comes into school and has an AKA t-shirt on. The teacher takes the t-shirt off the little girl because, of course, you know how AKAs are with that whole gang mentality,
Oh, hell
the
no.
pink and green gang. You know. First, let's look at this from the perspective of the teacher. Was she justified?
No. No. Never, ever, ever. That was not offensive. That was not bullying. That was just because you don't like she had on AKA could have stood for also known as. It don't matter because your colors or whatever. You a teacher, you know better, and you should be standing for something better than trying to take some goddamn clothing off somebody. Hell no, that's wrong.
Thoughts, bro?
Nah, that's wrong, man. That's wrong.
What if your daughter came home?
Off of her though, because it was just the AKA on the white little girl.
It was an AKA T-shirt. It was, you know how they feel. You know, you can't. If you're not an AK, you can't wear that, man. They serious about that.
I just wonder if it was a black little girl when she had took it off her.
I don't know.
She ain't no
think so.
AKA either.
Because you remember the Insecure actress that was playing the character on Insecure, and the character was an AKA, and she, had on the gear, and they snapped and basically made a big deal out of it.
That's grown ups though.
Yeah.
But I'm saying a little black kid walking there with an AKA, she might be kind of proud.
The mom said she liked the.
Where your mom?
The mom said she just liked the colors.
Nah, but I'm just saying, that's what I'm saying. But if it was a black little girl who walked in there, she might have gave her the knowledge about the AKAs. Oh yeah, when you get older, go to college, yeah, you might want to join. You know what I'm saying? And big.
Well, it's definitely some racism involved because
Racism.
Yeah, it's that because you thinking, why do you have an AKA shirt on? You don't. Well, first of all, you don't own AKA or the colors or whatever. So you can't be taking
Second
it off.
grade student here. Second grade student.
So, second of all, why are you running down on kids? No, that's what I'm saying. You can't know it. These are kids. These are children, and it don't matter about some funky ass AKA. You don't own shirts. You don't own fashion. You can't legislate fashion. And as a teacher, you know better than that. It's terrible, man. That's terrible.
She said, according to an email, the teacher justified the action by stating Peyton is not a member of the sorority and therefore should not be allowed to wear the apparel. The teacher further explained that AKA branded items are trademarked and reserved exclusively for members. I don't care, man. Okay, so what if your daughter come home and say, Dad, Miss Smith took my shirt off me?
Oh, we're going right back to the. I'm going to the school. Don't even worry. Stay right there.
I'm gonna laugh, but I'm sad. Like,
Why are you laughing though? Why is it funny though, dog?
That shouldn't be funny, cause that's what I'm saying. Yo, it's funny to me. Yo, she took her shirt off in second grade. She ain't in the fraternity, dog. In the sorority.
Yeah.
Yo, that's funny, nigga.
Yo,
she not in the sorority. You know she not. You ain't even asked if her mom was in the sorority.
you just demoed the teacher.
Yeah, her mom could have been an AKA. Her grandma, aunt, anybody could have gifted her the shirt.
Man, that's what happened. Somebody gifted her the shirt.
That's what I know happened because she ain't in the damn fraternity sorority. So that's with everybody. That's understood except for the goddamn teacher.
Anybody could have gifted the little girl.
Yeah.
That's why I said it had to be racial. It had to be just because she white. Because I guarantee you, like Fresh just said, if she was black, it would have been a conversation. Who your mom? What school she went to? You know what I'm saying?
You had to be. You had to be. You had to get that from somebody who went through it. You stole it. You done took it from, so you got it at Goodwill or somewhere. Take that shit off. Like, oh.
They inquire. Black little kid.
Oh, man.
Who your mom? Your mom?
She rolled up on her like the rolling 60s. God, set you clean.
What's your mom name?
Bethune-Cookman.
Your mom went to college.
FAMU. Man, get the man. You can't be taking these. You can't take nothing off.
She did it because the little girl was white.
Mm-hmm.
You're the Snap Fresh.
Yeah. Yes.
We don't let. That's what she do for the gig. Oh, we don't let white people in this sorority.
You
stole that shit.
Right.
You should get beat up for that though.
Who?
Like for real. Like
who? That teacher?
Like she like put it this way. I think if that would have been a little black girl, that would have went up very different.
It wouldn't have went that way at all.
I don't think we would have heard about it at all.
Because she wouldn't have took her shirt
Right,
off.
She would have took the shirt.
She would have questioned her.
Where you get that shirt from, little girl?
And if so happens,
She had invited the person out to lunch.
if so
Give me my
happens,
number.
She would have
so
asked her.
happens, the little girl just got the shirt and didn't know nobody that was an AKA. Best believe the black teacher would have been promoting AKA her going in, you know what I'm saying, in the future.
Definitely been trying to recruit.
Yeah. Why not? It's a little black girl.
But she already would have been, hypothetically speaking, thinking she's already been recruited because I'm already assuming you black.
Yeah, you black. And you got
You
an AKA
white?
shirt on.
No, it's gotta be racial. You know what I'm saying? That's what we wouldn't even have heard about this.
You probably know your mom. She probably came to the parent teacher meeting. Like, man, this hillbilly. What the hell? No, take that off.
Take that off.
Take that
But how
off.
do you go about taking a t-shirt off of a second grader? Like, do you step outside? Like,
Easy. Welcome to the bathroom. Welcome to the nurse. And tell the nurse she need a new shirt. That's easy.
that's terrible,
Man,
man.
that's easy.
I know you can't teach here no more.
That's terrible, man.
Listen,
That's how you feeling about AKA? I'm sorry, man. We're gonna need
Yeah,
to pack your.
That's
We're
terrible,
gonna need to
man.
pack your stuff up, man.
They gonna take you to the nurse.
AKAs, y'all should be ashamed of yourselves, man. That's terrible, man. Like, that's like in my this
Where
this
that's at? Where
this
that was at?
this was in like Tennessee or something like that.
When in Florida.
Tennessee, Nashville,
Wow,
Tennessee.
shit in Florida.
Listen, my whole thing is all that stuff should be reserved for campus, man. Like all that BS, man. Like you do that with other sororities and fraternities around. Like you're bringing that to like real life, man. Like off campus, man. You might get beat up for that, man. Keep that on campus, man. Keep them type antics on campus, man. That's school days type. You know what I mean? Like that's reserved for the campus, man. Like you on your job worried about a little second grader wearing an AKA shirt.
Because it's the age. Even for a little second grader walking on campus. Don't touch me.
I'm 7 years old. This is not supposed to be going down like this. I'm 7 years old. You should be taking nothing off me that don't say like Heil Hitler or something like that.
Right. That was my thing. It wasn't offensive or nothing.
My thing is, all right, how did all that come out though? Like she wanted them to know that. That's why she took the little girl's shirt off.
Well, I don't know. Something like that could be. That's a story. If the little girl go home and tell her mom, well, of
That's
course.
what I'm saying. She don't know why. So with the teacher like, yo, I'm saying, you ain't no AKA. I'm taking this
Nah,
off.
we're assuming that. Oh, you know what I'm saying? But well, she.
Nah, that's what I'm saying. She probably took it off. Like, yo, come here. I don't know. And that would really be wild if she chastised her before she took it off. That would really be wild.
Yeah.
That would really be wild. That would be wild.
You ain't material, or I don't know if that's the one. I don't even know if that's the one.
Whatever the fuck they be doing.
Man, take
Like,
that
yo,
shit
that's what I'm
off.
saying. Like,
You can't do that to no kids. Can't do that to no kids, man. Give a fuck what they got on. That might be.
Saying. Apparently you
I feel
can.
like this. No,
Apparently you can.
What if this little girl? What if this little girl had just so happened to be in a foster situation, and that was the only shirt that was clean in her size?
She can't wear it. Teacher say you can't wear it. Give me that shirt. Let me get that shirt. Come up off that shirt, homie.
what's she gonna do with this shit?
I don't know. Like,
What's she gonna take it home with her?
I don't know.
Girls, I got one back for us. They was out here fronting these streets. I'm still out here.
What you gonna do with this shirt?
You can't have this. I'm taking it back with me.
So I got one. Got one.
Somebody flying fake flags.
Moving on, man. Moving on.
Fake Fowler.
Stole
Yo. She fake flagging. False flagging. False flagging out here, man. Second grader false flagging. It wasn't even that serious though, man. Was it that serious though?
Yes, apparently.
Apparently. Ran down on a second grader, man. You false flagging, man. Moving on. Moving on.
What if she wanted to be one though?
Moving on, man.
Yo, I want to be one.
Not no more. Not no more.
My dream is to be an AKA.
No, not no more.
Yo, that's crazy.
That's a rude awakening.
Lambda, and Omega move, bro. I can't fuck with y'all no more. The way I got treated over this goddamn teacher.
That was in second grade, man. You got a horror story. But listen, your boy Keefy D. Your boy Keefy singing, man. What does this mean for Brother Love, though?
Man, Keefy D a rat, man.
What this mean for Brother Love, though?
Yo, but that's right. Yo, remember I told y'all when we first started. I was like, yo, we can't be like them old niggas. We telling old snitching this shit.
He's on.
Old niggas trying to be, all them old niggas trying to get paid.
He's on tape, basically incriminating P. Diddy, Puff Daddy,
But
Brother
see,
Love.
My thing is, I put a hit out on a nigga. It's how this. I'm saying I don't know how the law work with all that shit and all this shit. But I'm looking at it like this. I put a hit out on a nigga. I'm Diddy. I pay you to hit a nigga. You never hit the nigga. But then y'all get into a scuffle with the nigga. So you kill him. How can you claim the money for that hit? Is that still a hit?
According to him, yeah. And according to
What I'm saying, is that still a hit in your eyes?
I mean, I got the guy you wanted got.
But it's not because I wanted him got. It's because y'all got into a beef and you took him out.
But as he said, the homie said, hey man, it's a perfect time. It's a perfect opportunity.
Now.
I would have did it for free now, but this is the perfect opportunity. Now I got a reason to.
But that's what I'm saying.
It's still. I think it's just a circumstance that unfolded where now I got motive as well. It's not just a random hit. It's personal for me now.
That's what I'm saying. If you put a hit now, I put a hit out on the nigga.
This is contract hit 101.
Allegedly. And the nigga go to Jersey and get into a fight with some other niggas. Get into a fight. A rumble, and them niggas knock him off, and then they show up at my door.
It all depends.
You owe us money.
It all depends on the parameters.
That's not a hit.
It all depends on the parameters. Now was it? So you got hit time limits on your hits.
That's not a hit, man.
You got time limits on your hits.
No. A personal altercation has nothing to do with me.
Hold on. All I'm saying is, look at it from this perspective as well. Like you said, this is all alleged and hypothetical, but
Well, he said. He's on record. He's on film saying it.
Well, if
he's on tape. Put it that way, saying it. Unless that's AI.
If there is a hit put out on someone, and like you say, there's a bounty on someone's head. Until the bounty is taken off said head, that is when you say, "Oh, I can't take credit for this because someone would have gotten the bounty for that." So if there's still a bounty out for it, who the fuck take credit for it? Might as well be the motherfuckers who did it. May not be for the reasons in the time you wanted it to be, but if the bounty is still out and the
Nah,
belly
that's-
ain't taken down.
I feel what you said. That's some stand-up shit to do. Yeah, I'll pay that nigga knock him off. I'll pay that shit. But it's not mandatory that you come knocking at my door talking about, yo, you owe us $1 million because we knocked this nigga off for you. When it wasn't for me. It was for you. Because he stopped your peoples out in the fucking
Nah, but we have let me just hear me out.
Yo,
Hear me out. Hear me out. Well, okay, you ain't gonna let me.
If he got hit by a car, if I got a hit out on a nigga and he get hit by a car, can that nigga come to my door and say I killed a nigga on an accident? Can he come to my door and ask for $1 million?
Because
I'm asking y'all, do that sound cool? Do that even? What would you say to a nigga? He died in an accident. Get the fuck out of here.
I would like to answer you. I mean, I'd like to answer you. If the dude, if I put a hit out and I tell you our agreement was me and you,
Mm-hmm.
and you go to the grocery store and you mow him down, no, you can't collect his hit money, and neither can he. But if we have said agreement, and 2 weeks later, you and that guy actually have real beef now, doesn't change our contract. At least it shouldn't in your eyes. I would be pissed off. I'm like, yo, I off this dude, regardless of the circumstances. I have more motivation now at that point. But it doesn't change the fact that you still needed somebody to get him. Now, if in that situation, somebody else got him, you can't come to me and collect that because you didn't go through with your part of the contract.
Right.
That's just how I see it.
And someone else would have gotten that.
So that person now if Brucey J knock him off, you can't come to me because you don't even know our agreement. How you coming to me?
And that's what I'm saying. It may not have been just between. Like,
now there's a blanket.
person.
If there's a blanket in the street thing, I got $1 million bounty for anybody. That's different,
Right, or there's
That's
a bag
different.
on his head.
Yeah.
It don't mean it's ever off for you. You know what I'm saying? Whether it was personal or not personal. It don't, you know, it don't, if you take your time, you did the shit tonight. If you did it, you did it.
But I'm just saying that's how I like.
Right, I get it. I mean, I see it a little different.
Your own shit. Nigga, go kill him when I told you kill him, nigga.
How you know when that was? Because
this is
the way
that's
he
what
said
I'm
it,
saying.
it's still within the designated time period. It just so happened that incident happened where he stomped his nephew out.
That's what I'm
So
saying.
it was like, oh, cool, perfect.
If you was to say, man, I got 100K on this nigga head, and then a nigga kill him for whatever reason, like, all right, I come to collect. You like, oh man, you know that.
Man, y'all was beefing. That don't count.
What? It was a bag on your head.
It don't count.
It was a bag on your head.
It don't count. It don't count.
I'm gonna need my money or you next.
No.
I'm gonna need my bread or you next.
And y'all, if I know y'all born, like if I put a bag on a nigga,
That's put it this way.
you can't.
That's his
collect
dumbness for
on
putting a
that.
bag on his head.
You can't collect on that.
Not only that, he didn't know that was just by chance. He said we wasn't even going to Vegas. He said we just happened to decide, all right, we're gonna go to Vegas, and they didn't know they didn't go there for him.
Mm-hmm.
It just so happened that boom, the stars aligned. He gave me a reason now. This ain't even really a contract thing. This is on top of that. This is not only am I gonna make some bread, but I really want to get this dude now.
That's why he ain't make no bread. Cause that wasn't no hit, nigga. That was
Nah,
retaliation.
and that's, I ain't saying it wasn't no
That was
hit.
retaliation.
If there was a such thing as there's 100K on this nigga's head,
That was retaliation.
you know, like for anybody, but not even saying for anybody, but for a circle of people who may have, you know, can be in touch with actually doing something to this nigga. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, they run in a different world than us. So they, you know, like, man, 100K on this nigga head. All right. Shit. Hey, cuz, Keefy, your boys and them might want to get involved with this. But he might be telling Grape Street Crips and Roll 60 Crips the same motherfucking thing.
They was gonna knock
So that's what I'm saying. If he, regardless of why he knocked him off like
That
I
nigga
collected
is
bounty.
Right. He
Now,
brought-
now that part,
shit.
I can't.
He been saying that shit for years. Yeah, Von shit stole the money and all this and all that and shit. And you know what I'm saying? Like, yo, dog, he was a rat. Fuck what you talking about. He was a rat, nigga. Nobody wanna hear
Is
that
P.
shit.
Diddy in trouble?
Nah, he not in trouble. Nah, he ain't in trouble. You can't prove that shit.
I'm not sure. I put it like that. I'm not sure. I hope he not,
Prove that shit.
but I'm not sure.
Because of what I said, you can't prove it. You can't prove it was a hit when they know that it's like retaliation. When that shit happened, it was retaliation. When that shit happened, they wasn't like, yo, we gonna get this nigga. You know what I'm saying? Yo, we got we Crips and all this, them niggas Death Row Bloods and all that. We been beefing. Nigga that snatched niggas chain at the mall and all that. They beefing. You know what I mean? That's how they topped on him. He pointed the nigga out. Yo, that's the nigga that snatched my chain at the mall. They went and hopped on him. That's retaliation. You can't be like, yo, P. Diddy, that at that point in time a hit was out. Because that's what they gonna go by. They not gonna go by 13, 15 months that a hit was out. They not gonna do that.
Why is P. Diddy involved at all then?
Because this nigga keep talking about it on all these dumbass videos.
Except, and what is he talking
He
about?
said P. Diddy-
What does he keep talking
He said
about?
P.
What
Diddy
he keep
hired me
talking
to-
about it?
He said he hired me to knock old boy
All
up.
right, and like I said,
Exactly.
before now they never knocked him up. Why they ain't locking the nigga Gene Deal up? He said he was there. He like, I knew inside information. Niggas called me 10 minutes before.
Yeah,
and
Gene
told-
Deal.
Yeah, so why he-
Gene
that's
Deal
what I'm
know
saying.
every
He
fucking
know
body.
everything. He know everything. And I was in the car. Niggas told us to stay back.
Yeah,
because
I told Biggie to stay back. He ain't even listen to me.
man, I seen the dude with the Muslim. He was a Muslim with the
Yup.
bow tie.
Yup.
Like, yo, why the fuck ain't nobody never locked you up or never questioned you?
He said they know.
You on every fucking podcast saying the same story for years. Just like Keefe D, just like Reggie Wright, just like all them niggas. You going to jail because you put yourself in the car, asshole.
Yeah.
P. Diddy not going to jail. All that other shit is hearsay. All that other shit is hearsay. You wanted to put yourself in the car.
But yo, and the funny thing is, Keefe D put himself in the car, and now he's saying, yo, P. Diddy's the one who paid for the car. That's crazy.
Moving
That's
on.
crazy.
Shout out to the thieves, man. I swear, man. This is the level of ingenuity these
Paid for the
dudes.
car for what?
Now I'm just saying,
Yo, wasn't going to Vegas.
in
We wasn't even going to go to Vegas. So he paid for a car.
not saying pay for the car like in a simile.
Yeah, he was.
I mean, I'm
paying
using it as a
for
metaphor.
We say he been saying that for years. Man, when they was started beefing with Death Row, Bad Boy came to us and started bankrolling us for protection out west. Yeah, so yeah, you said that by that you saying P. Diddy paid for the car.
No. As a metaphor, P. Diddy, he's putting P. Diddy in the car with him. Like I said, he put himself in the car with Pac and them. What I'm saying, right? He's saying, okay, well, here's the car, but you ain't know P. Diddy bought the car metaphorically. Like, yo, we ain't know P. Diddy had anything to do with this. I'm telling you that P. Diddy had something to do with this. Why? He was bankrolling this, and he said there's some money for my man's head. You can get it from so-and-so. That ain't hearsay. That comes from a man who just got himself fucking convicted.
Because I've been following. I'll be watching that shit. And the nigga that they supposed to got their $1 million from stole it and died.
and really,
So now what?
and that really actually cuts P Diddy off. It's like, oh, you can't. We never paid for no hit. They never got the money for the hit for alleged hit. Dude stole the money, but there was like, what was this money for?
They actually, the bull Von said, knocked him off.
Oh, good.
Yeah,
Moving on.
man, that shit funny though. He a snitch.
Watch your ass, Diddy.
If he did,
Never
King
know.
Craig.
So listen,
King Craig.
in an ever evolving world of thieves, man. You know, we talked about how the Kias and Hyundais are easy to steal. Watch your European vehicles, man, because it's not just the European cars. The thieves now have a way to steal, you know, your European cars. It's called like a relay attack, right? And they got this thing because your car is constantly looking for the key fob. It's emitting a signal, right? So what they doing is they got this big antenna thing, and they walk around the car and amplify the signal and confuse your car into thinking that you have the key fob. So ultimately what these dudes is literally doing is walking around the car, amplifying the signal until your car opens up. And they just open your car and roll out because the car thinks the key fob is in your pocket. That's why you're able to use the key fob. And they're literally taking these joints and driving them straight to the chop shop and making bank off that joint. Just intricate, man. Like,
Chop shop.
Yo,
it's intricate, man.
things have come a long way from 10-pound dent pulleys.
Pulleys, nigga.
Man, that is
Push pull, nigga.
what you mean?
Hey, man. Push pull, nigga.
Things have come a long
Let's go.
way. When you the technology of these cars being stolen is crazy. I implore everyone who has a car, don't get too attached to it and have it insured. You know, because I mean, if they take it, man, I ain't trying to run that shit down, man. I don't give a fuck what you do to it. It's insured. Let me go ahead and get a rental until I go ahead and get my settlement or whatever. But they getting way too sophisticated. You know, they always was faster. You know, a step or two faster than the law anyway. But if they got something to just open up cars and they just think you got the car there, I can pick the area and car at the same time, man. It's almost, you can't catch me, man. The car would be chopped up. The car would be in 17 different states before.
Because both of them, because apparently the car and the key fob is emitting a signal, right?
Mm-hmm.
And the key fob is always trying to find the signal. It's all over now. It's all over now. It's here. Yeah, it's here now. So what's happening is they're both emitting a signal, right? And your key fob's in the house and the car's emitting a signal. So that's why when you get closer to the car picks up that signal,
right?
And you're able to open the door. What the amplifier is doing, the relay attack, what they call it is amplifying that signal to make the car think that the key fob is closer. So so they walk around the car and all of a sudden click because the car is thinking that the key fob isn't in close enough proximity to open. BMWs, Audis, Mercedes-Benz, or anything pretty your high-end cars, you know, with the key fob. Yeah. So it's no longer like the Kias and the Hyundais. But they say the way to prevent that is to have one of those have your key in one of those in like a signal blocking pouch in the house.
Don't.
Oh yeah, Kia Boys. If you don't know about them, man, look them up. Kia Boys.
Everywhere. They in every state.
Yeah.
But just have your car insured, man, and
man, nobody wants to go through getting your car stolen, though, bro. I mean, of course, everybody out there. I would like to think people gonna have their car insured, but nobody wants to go through that, man. That's terrible.
Well, to me, that's close to a victimless crime if you have insurance because you're gonna get all your value back in your car, and you know what I'm saying. All that worrying and about it.
Stolen when you got somewhere to go. That's how you know it's stolen.
You can walk out in the morning, 6 a.m. Listen, Uber Chronicles. That's how I get them big rides. Joe gonna walk out in the middle of the morning, walk out first thing in the morning. Look, you wake up first thing in the morning. Either the car broke down and he can't start it, or it's gone. And they call me. Hey man, I need to get to work.
Hey man, I gotta be by this place by 8:30, man. Can you come get me?
So development though, I'm not sure if anybody heard. For all y'all Henny lovers, you can get white Henny in the States now.
Is that right?
You can get white Henny in the States. So all y'all niggas that was going overseas, bringing back a case of Henny like y'all was bringing back a brick. The days over with. Niggas getting hit. Niggas can get Henny. Yo. Nah, cause you know niggas are going on a trip, come back and bring about 8-9 bottles of Henny. I got that white Henny.
I got two for you. Give me 200. Give me 200. Come on, hurry up.
I'm all from right now. First come, first serve.
Hmm.
You know, I was treating that joint like a key, man. Nah, you can get the white Henny here now. Yeah, white Henny local now, man. For all y'all Henny lovers, you know, you ain't got to wait for your boy to go on a trip. Get your own white Henny now, man. It's here. White Henny is here, bro. It ain't gonna sell out because it ain't exotic now.
Gonna buy that like crazy. I'm telling you, they like do shit. These young drinkers.
You know, it's a vomit fee, man, in California when you go to the bar. It's a vomit fee. Makes sense though.
What?
So say you go to the bar.
Man.
Say you go to the bar, right? And you got a tab. There are signs that basically say that if you let one go, you call Earl in the restaurant. They'll charge you like a $50 or $75 vomit fee to your car to clean it up.
Oh my heavens!
That night of fun could be quite expensive if you go overboard.
Man, that really makes you think about what you consume. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, hold up. Oh, did I eat today?
You get real strategic.
You know what?
Or just make it to the bathroom.
Oh, okay. So you saying this just in the parking lot?
No. If you let one go in a bar and they gotta clean it up, it's a cleaning fee.
Okay, so you better make. Okay, all right.
Just make it to the bathroom, homie.
That's understandable though.
Just make it to the
I'm
bathroom.
like, yeah,
Man,
that's
that
fair.
much, though, that's high as shit.
Yeah.
For some soap and mop water.
They charge 25.
Yo, that's California.
That's 50 or 75 in some places.
25.
That's
Fuck, yo.
That's California.
It's highly discouraged.
So what if you don't got no tag? What if I'm just a patron and I just happen to Earl on your
Then it becomes sketchy.
got rubble
Yeah.
with your body.
Yeah.
Got
It's a
rubble
little,
with your body.
get a little different at that point. Now you throwing up, you know what I mean? You ain't in the greatest shape, you ain't in the greatest condition. So, you know, it might get hairy for you.
Take a deep breath.
Roll
Roll your fists up.
I've been thrown out before. Seen on the concrete.
Speaking of which, man, have you ever just been too high or too drunk, yo? Just ridiculous. I mean, what's your worst time, yo? What's your worst time?
I'm
Man?
on the concrete.
Like jazz? He toss you all like jazz?
Yo, I couldn't even beef with him. Like, yo, I'm fucked up. Like,
You gotta get yourself together.
Yeah, I couldn't. Like, yo, I see why they threw me out. Like, yo,
They toss you out, man. It was airborne.
I went airborne.
They showed you.
It was like a shove. You know what I mean? Nigga had me hemmed up a little bit. You know what I mean?
Right.
I was broke. I had to get this.
He forcibly removed you.
Real fast, like
He forcibly removed you for the premises.
Oh, shit.
He forcibly
I don't
removed
know
you,
what I
bro.
did in the club.
That's why he threw you out.
Yeah, I don't even know what I did. You know, I don't even be wild. You know, I don't be wilding and shit. That's why I was like, I don't even know what I did. Like, oh shit, I'm drunk.
Nigga forcibly removed you, man.
Yeah, that's
He rousted you.
Man, you talking about
I never got thrown out of club before.
That's
I
terrible.
actually got thrown out.
You leave and you left.
I never like, I don't be wilding, you know, I don't be, y'all, man, y'all, you know
The
what I'm
Ice
saying?
Man.
Did you leave?
I don't be wilding in the club, you know what I'm saying? That's why I was like, yo, they put me out, like on the ground, out, you know what I'm saying? Like, yo, what I do? Like, shit, check the tape.
I must have really did
Check
something.
the tape. Like, yo, this motherfucker broke my elbow. Damn, shit.
That'd have been a
bro.
terrible night. You ever been too drunk, fresh man, too high? Just
Yeah.
like, what's the worst one? What's the worst one?
Man,
Which one? Which one? God dang.
I can tell this.
Y'all going to data banks? Which one?
Yo, well,
That
what the thing with me is, when I was younger, man, I used to drink hard and drink dumb. So I was in blackouts a lot. And for some reason, some dumbass reason, I thought everybody else was having blackouts as much as me. So I'll be blackout drunk and do some foul shit. You know what I'm saying? I mean, not foul shit, be like, hey, the girl, like, man, this girl, I'm fucking around doing some shit right here, like this. She right down there. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Nigga said,
you know, just
I seen this nigga fall on 2 tables, nigga.
yo,
Recently,
that was like 2, 3,
recently,
2,
nigga.
3.
Ooh, the bottle still in his head, like this.
Dog pound.
Like, yo, I'm good. Like, what? You good?
You was there.
On the
You
table, nigga.
was there. Good brother's balloon let off.
You just
I'm like, yo,
catch
something on your nose.
Oh yeah.
Come on, man.
that
You know
shit
that
was
was
classic.
last year.
That was like,
Nah, that was 2 years ago. That was like 2 years
Yeah,
ago.
2 years ago.
That shit was classic.
that was like 2 years ago.
That shit was awesome.
Yo, man, I had one.
Classic.
I had one in
Classic,
particular,
too.
man. When it was my birthday and we went up to the strippers of Philly, man. Me, Fragala, Live, Phil, Banana, and Jeefus. They call that and I said, yeah, Live. They call that the original Hangover. Like, yo, so much shit that happened that motherfucking night, man. Woke up over South Bridge. I'm like, what the fuck? Who the fuck? Where am I at? I'm on the floor. I got blunt guts, you know, all over me and shit. Motherfuckers laying in the bed. It's looking like Shangri-La. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo,
grotto.
yo. I'm like, yo, some shit must have happened last night. You know what I'm saying? Yo, so many things happened that motherfucking night, from going up to the strippers, at the strippers, and coming back.
Yeah, the hangover nights is crazy. You was part of one of my hangover nights, where the next day we had to get at you to piece it together.
Oh yeah, man.
And the funny thing is, I don't even remember you with us that night, but you was with us in the back seat. I just don't remember it.
It's crazy.
Bro.
And we came on the block the next day. You was like, yo, y'all crazy, yo. What you talking about?
Yeah.
And then it just went from there. We stopped at like 3 different spots, and all we got was, man, y'all crazy, man. Man, y'all crazy. I got to work that Monday. I started getting strange looks. Yeah, John pulled me to the side. How you doing? What's up? What you mean, what's up? What's up? Oh, what's wrong? You don't remember Saturday? I wanted to tell her, absolutely not. But I was intrigued. What you mean? Boy, oh man. My bad. My bad. Hit a car, all kind of shit. It was that shit was, I woke up in an apartment building, perpendicular to the wall. In another apartment building that I had no business being in. Walk outside, my car's still running.
Oh.
Yeah, it was wild. It was wild as shit. This was when what's the name was popping too. Midnight League games over Eden Park.
Okay.
Because that's how the night started. Remember?
Yes.
That's how the night started. Off of the big bottle of Henny.
Yes.
Started off the big bottle. Well, then we smashed that and went and got another one at that same liquor store right over there, over South Bridge, across from the park. But it wasn't across from the park. No, but it was in close enough proximity. It was in close enough proximity.
I was in the park.
Where we made a couple runs and we was guzzling that shit like it was a 7-Eleven Slurpee. We was dogging that shit. And yeah, that was a long one. That was a long night. But moving on. Fresh, what's got you on fire, bro? Anything got you on fire?
Yeah, a little something got me on fire, man. You know, it got the coals burning, man. And I just want to say to the people, man, class is overrated. And I say that to say this, man. Everybody be wanting to judge people by things they do in the public eye and want to downgrade and down talk people who live an alternative lifestyle or maybe a more sexually aggressive public lifestyle.
What's a sexually aggressive public lifestyle?
Yeah, well, you know, there are some, and I would say women right now are actually in the forefront of these things being more popular. And this is what I'm saying. There's a big spectrum, and I ain't trying to say nothing about ladies in general. That's what I'm saying. I'm trying to take up for ladies. Ladies, there's a big, long spectrum of ladies. You know, you got class, you know, to the utmost respect right here. Then you got ratchet or the ratchet. But I think you go too hard on the ratchet. And I think we give the class too much motherfucking a pass too many times. Because it's all good to, you know, talk bad about ratchet girls until you motherfucking find out this girl with all this class, she motherfucking fuck with the lights on and she keep her motherfucking shirt on and she only fuck missionary style. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, class so fucking overrated. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, I want a bitch Gawk 3000. You know what I'm saying? Oh, nah, I don't do that. Like, well, why the fuck you banging on her? Because this is what, you know, kind of shit I like. You know what I'm saying? I like adult shit. You know what I'm saying? I ain't trying to go see no motherfucking pumpkin museum. You know what I'm saying? Or whatever you might be into. Nah, come on, man. Let's do some other shit. You know, like what we into. Nah, that class shit is overrated, man. So that's what the fuck had got me on fire, man. I'm like, nah, man, get these motherfucking girls. And there's other women. Like, nah, that's some bullshit. I'm like, man, come on, man. When women was getting fucked over and talked about men the same way they talking about themselves, oh, man, you shouldn't say that, this and that. I'm like, it's other women, man. Why are you saying that? Let them have their speak. Their speak is their truth. Their truth is their talk. They want to say that. They want to say that. And that's what's being said. That's what's being popular these days. They saying it's women empowerment to be a little bit more sexually aggressive in
That's
there.
aggressive as shit.
Yeah, but I wouldn't, man, the shit that's fucked up. The other women are saying like, nah, this and that. I'm like, man, let them have your booty hole brown. You know, let them have that shit. Let them have that shit.
And she pregnant now. That's the crazy part.
Let them have that shit. My booty hole brown, pink asshole.
It's a segment for that.
It's a segment for that, man. It's
a sector that loves that.
You would take away a Luke. Like, nah. My mama and your mama was talking little shit. My mama calls your mama a bull dyking ass bitch. You feel what I'm saying? Like, it's room for all kind of shit. People like, oh, nah, you can't have, like, come on, man. That class shit is like, come on, man. We got too much class, man. Let these girls motherfucking have their shit too. That's what got fucking Fresh on fire.
I can dig it, man. Let's get to it, Fresh. Give us some ride music, man. Give us that theme, man. Put that electricity in us, man. Give us that juice. Give us that juice we need. You know what it is, man. You know where we going, man. That gridiron times. That gridiron talk. It's that gridiron talk time, man. Oh yeah. I look good on the pics though. I look good on the pics. I look good on the pics. Let me see. Did I? What's that? You're annoying as shit too. You're annoying as shit, bro. Yeah, I picked you. There's no way in hell I thought Young Boy was gonna beat you. No fucking way in hell. I ain't that crazy. They did. I was looking like, what the yeah. Let's creed.
Basketball.
They told y'all the wrong game time. Y'all showed up like 1:30, 1:45. That's crazy. Serves the Panthers right doing football. All right, let's get it. Let's get it, man. Big week in football. Big week. Let's run down these scores fresh. Let's see how how this thing panned out. Thursday night game, Broncos Chiefs. I picked that one. I had the Chiefs. Who? Yeah, you had the Broncos. You had the Chiefs. Okay, so that was chalk. Ravens Titans. I had the Ravens. Let's go Ravens. Damn, it's too bad for you. Commanders Falcons. I picked the Falcons. I was wrong.
I picked the Falcons too.
Cause nigga, they don't look good. What do you mean? They don't look good. At the time, yeah, absolutely. They're on a 3-game losing streak. Falcons was at home. Falcons had won 2 straight. Man, Vikings Bears. Fucking Bears. I picked the Bears on that one.
I'm pretty sure.
Nope, I'm not. I'm not really. Yes. I mean, to keep it a bean, they don't get my undying fandom no more, man. They got to win.
Hey, yo, he said, oh.
They don't get my undying fandom no more, man.
He said
they got to win. They got to win, man. They hurt me Thursday night.
It's no longer the commands. Oh.
Let's get the scores out the way first. You get back to it.
Oh, my God.
Seahawks, Bengals. I got that one. I picked the Bengals. Who you pick?
Yeah, I think I picked.
But I told you weeks ago, I said if they're gonna do this, if they're gonna do it, it's gonna be the defense. And if defense has answered the bell. 49ers and Browns, man. I almost picked this one, man. I said it was gonna be a slobber knocker, and it wasn't gonna be a win going away.
PJ Walker? You was like PJ Walker?
No, I didn't like PJ Walker. I knew coming off that thrashing that they gave the Cowboys, going to Cleveland, I knew it was gonna be a tough game. Cleveland statistically is the best defense in the league. They're gonna make it hard for you. And I know the Niners are based off of yak and rack. The Cleveland Browns tackle too well for that shit. Yeah, but it went the way I thought it was gonna go. Close game, a field goal.
Mm-hmm.
Saints Texans. Let's go Texas. Texas making me look good.
I went with Texans.
Let's go. Colts Jags. I picked that one. Jags won.
Jags.
37-20. Dolphins Panthers. Picked that one. Dolphins won 42-21.
The hammers out.
Patriots Raiders. Picked that one.
Raiders.
No, you picked the Raiders.
Yeah.
Okay. Raiders won 21-17. We both got that one right. Bucks and the Lions. I picked the Lions on the road. It went how I wanted it. I thought it was going to go. 20-6. Lions beat the Bucks.
If I'm mistaken, I picked the Bucks.
Cardinals Rams. That went how I thought it was going to go.
Rams.
Rams win 26-9. Eagles Jets didn't go how I thought it was going. Well, it did go how I thought it was going to go. I thought the Eagles were going to eke it out. Jets beat the Eagles 2014. Sunday night game, Bills Giants. Tougher game than the Bills thought they would get. 14-9, multiple chances to lose that game. Actually, Giants kind of gave that game away. And Cowboys and the Chargers, and of course, this did not go how I thought it was going to go. I picked the goofy-ass Chargers again, and they are scared of prime time and scared to win a big game. Cowboys win 2017. Well, So,
We had a couple undefeateds get knocked off this
a couple undefeateds got knocked off. What did we learn? What did we learn? What we learned from this past weekend? Okay, so what did you learn this weekend? He seems to learn the same thing every week. I mean, I'm just going to ask you from now on. What did you learn after this? After this past week,
it's a things are a lot more tenuous than people seem to think, because with the Eagles and San Francisco losing, it puts other teams right back in it, and with those injuries that both teams had, with the schedules they got coming up, this thing is going to be even more wide open. I'm predicting going to be even more wide open in the NFC. That's
you
what
learned
I'm
something outside of the Dolphins going to Super Bowl?
Nah, the Rams better than with a healthy team. The Rams good.
Mm-hmm.
The Rams are good. Like I've been saying for weeks, healthy or not, Joe Burrow's not that guy.
I disagree.
That's about it, man.
So listen, Fire Nice performances.
Tyreek Hill.
Reek Hill. Any commentary on it or just Reek Hill?
You seen it?
He on pace with T. On pace with 2 G's.
Way past pace. He got like 900 yards.
No, that's he on pace for 2,300. Yeah, he on pace for
He
2,300.
got like 900 yards now.
Yeah.
In 6 games.
He on pace for 2,300. Fire performance, bro.
I think I want to give to a staff, record label, and a crew, the Houston Texans.
Houston Texans?
They're definitely exceeding my expectations, and I want to give one. I don't know how I ain't gonna say how exactly how he's playing, but he's playing pretty damn good. CJ Stroud, he is the first Ohio State quarterback in the league that has looked this good this long.
Cool. I want to give fire performance, man. The Williams brothers for the Jets, man. They had, I mean, I watched that game, man. They was all over the fucking place. Quincy Williams and Quentin Williams single-handedly just wrecked the Eagles' offense. I mean,
Both of them niggas had
Quincy Williams, a tackling machine. I mean, he was generating turnovers like crazy. Quentin Williams in the backfield like crazy. So I want to give fire performance to them two guys, man, because if that team's going to do anything, it's going to come on the heels of the defense. And they answered the bell Sunday big time.
Yes, they did.
Big time. If that offense could do anything, it would. And it didn't even have sauce. So for them two to perform the way they performed, they answered the bell. Hats off to you guys, man.
That's
Nice performance of the day. Who stunk the gym
you
up
know
fresh?
what? I want to stay right there. Skirt. We're just gonna go on the other side of the field. And Jalen Hurts stunk it up. Yo,
Yeah,
man.
uncharacteristic. This is. I want to say this is probably the first bad game I've seen him play. I mean, well, let me not say that because he's his first couple of years he has some stinkers. But during this recent, stretch, yeah, he looked bad.
Jalen Hurts threw 3 picks, and I want to say they had 4 turnovers, if I'm mistaken. He has been probably the guy that I've seen on the Eagles team that has probably regressed or not played the same like last year. Everybody else has been playing pretty much like last year or up to a standard, but he's thrown 6 picks. He didn't throw 6 picks all. He gets thrown 7 picks.
He got 7 picks.
He ain't throw 6 picks. I don't think all year last year. Like, it's kind of you threw 3 picks. You gave him the ball. They still only had 20 points. So that's my ice performance.
Yeah, ice performance, man. Who stunk the gym up?
I got another one.
I mean, it's easy for me. It's Russell Wilson, man. Just this could be like a recurring weekly thing, man. Russ, I mean, I guess it's easy to pick on Russ right now, but
So I said,
hey, man,
that was a whole stinky game period, though.
well, you spearheaded that. So I'm gonna go ahead and give that to you, my guy.
While we there, I would say, yeah. While we there, I just want to give a little extra dig to Sean Payton because, boy, that quote, I'm going to keep harping on it because that quote didn't age fast. That might have been the worst NFL coaching. Head coaching job in NFL history. You got him beat right now. Stay tuned.
Phew. Terrible. I mean, terrible. Stock up, stock down. You mentioned yours already. You said you buy stock in the Houston Texans as
I'm buying stock in the Rams.
in the Rams. Okay.
Okay.
I like the Rams. They might sneak up on San Francisco.
I think San Francisco, it's time for them to start getting hurt. A lot of their good
They
guys.
always get hurt, though.
That-
Debo always get hurt. McCaffrey always get hurt.
McCaffrey was surviving for a little bit too.
Right.
McCaffrey was surviving.
Like,
He's gonna play next week though. They said he's probable for next week. He's
He
gonna
didn't
play.
really survive because he was hurt last year. He played like the last 10 games
That's a lot for
going
him.
into this season. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? But he hurt now.
It's a lot for him.
This seems like okay. You back to getting hurt McCaffrey, and then on top of Debo Samuel getting
Debo
hurt
get
all the
hurt
time.
every year.
Yeah, he does. But it seemed like last year he wasn't hurt when they
No, he
needed
got
him.
hurt last year too.
No, I'm just saying it just seemed like he wasn't hurt when they needed him. That's what I'm saying.
Debo get hurt every year.
Oh, I know he get hurt every year, but he was there when they needed him.
I like
When they got
they got 2 receivers now.
The funniest thing in the world is
Puka Nacua.
Cooper Kupp runs one route all game, and it's an option route. One route all game. He fast and he is precision route runner, but it's hard when you got a receiver running the option route every single time. And they move him around so much. Brilliant job by Sean McVay and what they do with Cooper Kupp. And then it's always great to have a quarterback that's force feeding you the ball. So that never hurts. That never hurts ever.
If you get as hard as it is to move the ball in NFL and to throw the ball, to have something in your pocket you can just go to. Okay, all we gotta do is have Cooper Kupp come off, and then he can read the defense just like the quarterback's reading the defense. Bang.
It's
Why
pitch and
not
catch.
put those things in your pocket?
Pitch and catch.
My stock also up on Detroit.
Yeah,
My
I'm
stock
buying.
been up on.
I'm buying stock in them too, man. It's gonna be a pretty penny to buy the stock because it's probably a no-brainer. But this is the game. I distinctly remember that this was the game you said they would lose when we discussed it last week because we went through their 3-game stretch. You said the Lions would lose this game.
Not the Baker Mayfield.
Yeah, you said Baker Mayfield. You said it next to? Okay. All right.
Now we was a champ, not Baker. I have no faith in him. He's garbage.
Say he's garbage. They had a signing this week. Today, matter of fact, Julio Jones signed by the Eagles. Good or bad thing?
You know why?
Kick the tires, man. I mean, why not?
Why they scared? They play us next week. They trying to match firepower with firepower, which ain't enough.
I don't. Man,
He's gonna get cut like 2 weeks. Watch.
Hey
He's
yo,
gonna get cut like 2 weeks.
man.
Y'all don't need him. They don't need him. This nigga gonna get cut like 2 weeks. They did it for this firepower. They grade.
I think it's because of Quez Watkins' ineptitude. I think.
Yes.
You know
Nope.
what I mean?
Nope. He gonna get cut like 2 weeks. He gonna get waived in like 2 weeks. Mark my word. Mark my words, man. They did it because they play us next week.
I don't necessarily agree, but I don't disagree. That's fair. I mean, it's fair. I don't think he's going to make that much of a difference. I don't. You can kick the tires if you like. I used to be a huge Julio Jones fan.
Me
But to me, I
in
don't
your
think
4 receiver,
that-
your 3 receiver, 4 receiver sets, empty backfield sets, line him up. against somebody's nickel corner?
Man, like I stated
Don't mean
earlier, the my ice performance was Jalen Hurts. He is a person that has not been playing, as good as he can be playing or should have been, expected to play.
He's gonna play this week versus us. He's gonna play next week versus whoever they play. People gonna get waived. They don't need you. We got 2 number ones.
Can't even. We
got
can't
2
even.
number ones.
We can't even get our guy to use the guys we got.
Yeah, man, we got 2 number ones.
You ain't the problem. You don't
That
come.
are tight and nice. They don't need you. They just know there's firepower coming in there. You got to go. You got to shoot. You got to go. You got to score for score. And he might help you out with this. You know what I mean? But that's the only reason, man. They scared this firepower. That's great come and tell, man.
Everything revolves around the Dolphins.
No, it's the truth. Man, why would you go sign Julio Brown before you play the Dolphins?
Julio Jones.
Julio Jones before you play the Dolphins.
Because they just scored 14 points against the Jets. And they had to look themselves.
You know, we haven't scored less than 38 points. We scored 20 points against the Bills. We averaged 38 points a game. You like, yo, we need more firepower. Okay, Julio Jones sitting on the wire. Let's go get him. Let's see what he do when it's going to be a shootout. Because it's going to be a shootout if you play in our game. What can he do in the shootout? He going to last 2 weeks.
But if they don't play a shootout, though?
Well, I don't think he's going to play this week. He might, but I don't think he's going to play this week. I don't think he's going to make that much of a difference. I lean more to like what bro's saying. He might get cut early in the game because if he's going to be out there, he's going to have to show something. I'm not sure it's going to be all his fault. I don't think he's going to get a lot of opportunities to show that he's going to, be worthy of still being on the team for however long he's going to be on the team, because I think Jalen Hurts is not playing up to MVP last year status.
Is there a bigger issue there, or he'll just snap out of it?
I don't know.
Or is there? Or can I let me frame this? Let me frame it this way.
Well,
is the book out, and it's a little easier to defend, or what would you tell me what the problem is?
I say it like this: from what I've seen of Jalen Hurts, when he was a rookie, he was a guy who couldn't get the ball to certain places. He may have knew where to go, but at a certain rate, I can't get the ball there, this and that. So once he got, I got my passing right, he looked very good last year. So those are just 2 years. Those are just 2 years of you playing at professional high level. This third year is you looking more like the first year as opposed to the second year. So I don't know which one is the real Jalen Hurts. Now, I would like to lean more towards people go forward and progress.
Nah. Can we be for real and start giving credits to the players that surround them instead of bigging up the QBs like everybody else do, like the world do? Because it's not always the QBs. You went and got 2 All-Pro. You got 2 All-Pro wide receivers.
Mm-hmm.
They're making you look good. Now they scheming and playing defenses against and cutting them off and playing defenses. You an average nigga. You average.
Now that's not fair because y'all got some world-class guys. You feel what I'm saying? Like everybody, I want to have the best receivers I can have.
I'm not saying 2 of that nigga neither though. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying 2 of that dude.
I mean, I ain't saying Jalen Hurts is that dude.
But you average. You an average QB. You not.
He could be more like year 1 than year 2.
But what I'm saying is, it's no surprise that you're capable of 7 interceptions right now. Why is that a surprise?
Coming off of what he came off of the previous year. Now, mind you, I've always been one to say that I knew. Now you can check the recordings. I said that he can't possibly match the way he played last year because he played almost perfect football. He played his ceiling. last year. I don't think that's him.
That's what I'm saying.
In a perfect storm,
that's
if
fine.
everything goes right, yeah, that's him. But I don't think everything's gonna go right this year. And last year, everything went right.
And now you come back.
I just don't think that's gonna happen.
Scheming. AJ Brown, you know what I'm saying? Scheming them, making sure you can't get the ball to them, and you can't do nothing.
And
That's why you got your spot to it.
and just looking at
That's where you come in there and bust your eggs.
that's a fair statement. But that's what I'm saying.
you
Like
say
when it
first,
comes
that's
down to when it comes down to
That's fair.
him not looking the way he looked, I'm looking at him throwing the ball away. I'm looking at him giving the ball away. Those are your
And that's what he
decisions.
did not do last
And that's
year.
what I'm saying. That's what he
He
did
was
do.
not turning the ball over.
The defense is still, they ain't giving up a whole bunch of points. The run game, it didn't do exactly what it's been
No,
doing.
it's
The
still the
first,
best run game in the league.
right? You know, so I guess 3 interceptions by you don't mean nothing. They still only had 20 points with 3 turnovers. You feel what I'm saying? So it wasn't like we gotta kind of point to you and all these other games where teams have been in it.
It would
You
have been
could-
4 if they'd have picked that last one off.
It's been
But
other.
it's crazy, but it's crazy that he went from the best position that the Eagles had to probably the worst position, the worst out of the receivers going to do what they do, the defense do what they do. We see the running game is doing what they do. It's you.
Well, I think
And
I
last
think
year,
It looked more like you this year. That's the difference.
well, it's a and
looked
all
big
the
and Dan
well.
Fuhrer
Let's
more like-
let's not lose track of. I mean, they are 5-1 now. How they're winning is
yeah,
scrappy. It's not as dynamic as it was, but they are 5-1. And this game, they literally lost by a hair. Now, I'll say what I thought was going to happen did happen. It hasn't translated into many losses, but I said you lose that many coordinators, your play calling is going to be off, and he can't possibly play at that ceiling the way he played last year. So those two things in conjunction lead to what we have now, and that's a team that doesn't look as spectacular as they look. It looks more like a defensive team at this point because
but you
they're
can't-
winning on like
But the thing,
brotherly shoves and
but the thing,
you know,
is,
and big plays and big
you can
plays.
pinpoint what's wrong because the running game is still doing what it does. The 2 receivers are still doing what they do when they get the ball. The defense is still a defense. They saying the Eagles are struggling for a reason because of him. Because of him.
And the thing is it's not just because of him like playing worse or team scheming, towards what he's doing or whatever. You can actually have a team come in and play you pretty damn good, and you still play solid and not turn the fucking ball over in crucial situations or 3 motherfucking times a game. In these other motherfucking games, these, like I said, it's
Sound like a
He-
fan.
he's
Slip that one in there, bro. You slipped that one in there. You slipped that one in there. He caught you,
yeah,
yeah.
man.
He caught you a little bit. Proceed, bro. Proceed.
Oh no, man.
Nah, with him coming out and playing like he playing this year, that's where you can pinpoint it at. Funny thing is, I can have this type of analysis on a lot of teams and quarterbacks. We just happen to stop there.
Let's move on, man. Let's move on. So listen,
You watching the what's the name fight this weekend? Ain't it this weekend?
who's that?
Tyson Fury.
Hey, listen.
What's his
You-
name?
A couple months ago, you told me, man, we probably shouldn't be paying attention to this.
Only because of the spectacle of somebody's getting knocked out. Listen.
Somebody gonna get knocked out.
Yeah, somebody will get knocked out. These are 2 heavyweights. One of them don't know nothing about boxing, and he's being trained by Iron Mike, so we know what he's looking for. And the other one is Tyson Fury, who is the world heavyweight champion, who has dispatched many challengers and somebody's getting knocked. Somebody's getting knocked the fuck out. Period, bro.
Don't take his ass.
Yeah.
Personal.
So couple moves. In the world of basketball, we got preseason going on right now.
Told you. 23 and 12.
Look, I knew it.
23 and 12, man.
Fresh, you were very, very, very critical of Wemby.
23 and 12.
You were very, very critical of Chet.
23 go Chet. Fuck Chet.
You was very critical of
I'm
Chet.
still gonna be critical. We a white boy.
Chet went on him though. Chet went on your boy though.
Yo, who got hit? He hit bunted Chet.
Man, he drove to the basket.
Yo, these the tallest, lankiest motherfuckers, man.
Laid it on Chet, nigga.
Freaky lady on these.
Chet laid it on him though.
Hey, but listen.
Man, Chet was out there hooping. What you talking about?
These two wacky waving inflatable motherfuckers out here, man.
It looked like the things in front of the car lot.
That's just because he was going up against another finesse nigga. But you Chet gonna have to go up against the Isaiah Storts and
I
the.
mean, so is Wemby, man. Should be.
They gonna punish that.
They gonna punish Wemby. What you mean?
No, you can't punish him. You see, you see, he was perfect.
You can't punish him.
It was
Why
perfect.
you? But why you can? Hold on. Why you can punish? Why you can't punish Wemby, but you can punish Chet?
Because he's 7. Listen, he like Manute Bol with moves.
All right, when new bowl could be punished.
When you're that thin, you can be punished.
I'm saying you can punish him. I'm talking about on the offensive end. You can't punish him when he got the ball. You can't punish him when he got the ball. You know what I'm saying? They can punish Chet when he got the ball.
Huh.
You can't punish him.
I guess we'll see. Well, I don't know if either one of them be at really.
Game in Milwaukee, man. Let's talk about it.
All 2-pointers. In the preseason, he ain't missed a 2-pointer yet.
That nigga was shooting a Jordan Jammer, man.
I know everything looked like a Jordan Jammer.
Yeah,
That's what I'm saying. Everything looked like a Jordan Jammer.
I just think this, man, and I think we it's gonna be beneficial for his career that he gets popped for the first couple years of his career at least. You know what I'm saying? So he can learn the game of basketball. You know, Pop gonna learn him good. That's a good thing. That's a good thing. So listen, Damon,
12.
damn,
3 blocks. He averaged 3 blocks in the preseason and 3 blocks.
Damon, Milwaukee. How we feeling?
I like it.
Lost a lot.
Yeah, they did. They
lost all the defense.
They lost a lot of.
They lost all the perimeter defense they had.
I mean, they have the skeleton of a championship team. They definitely have the skeleton of a championship.
It's a skeleton of an NBA
Yeah,
team.
you know, so you can fill in meat and bone, you know, meat and tendon, and you know, you can fill in some things around Dame Lillard, Giannis, Chris Middleton, Lopez, Bobby Portis. That's pretty much going to be the main 5 people. That's not a bad 5 people to be going out, you know, to be leading your team to a championship. So whoever else they have around, they'll be playing, but they'll be playing motherfucking big minutes in the regular season. Them niggas will be playing big minutes in the postseason. So I'm not worried. You know, I think they'll be fine. I think they will be fine.
Think they'll be good?
I think they will be. I think right now, I think they are the favorites in the East. Possibly the favorites to win it all.
Favorites
As the favorites, as
with just Dame and Giannis.
and Chris Middleton and Bobby Portis and Brook Lopez. All those guys have won a chip besides Dame Lillard.
So did you peep the new rules on resting players and like the qualifications for like first team and NBA awards and stuff like that? Like you gotta play a certain amount of games, and thoughts on that?
That's cool. I'm cool with it. I want to see niggas play anyway. So I want to see everybody play. I'm cool with that.
So it says no more than one star player is
Still
unavailable
rigged.
for the same game.
It's still rigged though.
As an example, a team like Boston Celtics would have to ensure that either Jaylen Brown or Jason Tatum is available for each game, unless both players are determined to be injured. The Celtics would not be allowed to rest both players in the same game. While Brown missed 15 games last season, Tatum missed 8. They were both out for the same game just twice, one of which was a regular season finale. Teams must ensure that star players are available for national TV and in-season tournament games. As an example, Phoenix Suns host the Portland Trailblazers on November 21st and then host Golden State Warriors the following night on ESPN. Devin Booker would not be allowed to sit out the Warriors game for rest because it is on national TV. Teams must maintain a balance between number of one-game absences for a star player in home games and road games, with a preference for those absences to happen in home games. Last season, Steph Curry, Klay Thompson, and Draymond Green all played in the home loss to the Indiana Pacers on December 5th. Then all three were rested for a road loss to the Utah Jazz 2 nights later. Under the new rules, Golden State will have been investigated and likely fined in this case. Number 4, teams must refrain from any long-term shutdown or near shutdown when a star player stops participating in games or plays in a materially reduced role in circumstances affecting the integrity of the game. The Washington Wizards shut down Bradley Beal for the last 10 games of the season with what the team called knee soreness. Under the new rule, Washington would have been investigated by the NBA for potentially violating the resting policy. Same would have been said in the case of Damian Lillard, who sat out the Blazers' final 11 games with right calf soreness when the team was already out of playoff contention. And number 5, teams must ensure that healthy players resting for a game are present and visible to fans. This is not new and was included in the 2017 bargaining agreement.
You know what this be? You know what that be? Just put a jersey on and sit on the bench. Stop. We can't wear street clothes no more.
Well,
Well, they want you at the games.
That's what I'm
they
saying.
want you
At the
playing in the
game. But what I'm
games.
saying is you can't say how motherfucker. If I say my knee sore, you can't tell me my knee not sore. For
Well,
how many weeks
this is
I
what-
want to be out and
this
all
is-
that. If my calf sore, you can't say my calf should be healed and all that, or you're
Okay.
gonna have the same Kawhi situation.
Here's what I
They
think,
just want
and we
niggas
talk.
on the bench.
We talked this
in
week,
the
and we talked
uniform.
about it. They are trying to, corral and rope in that organizational decision about resting players. Because I don't want to play you in the last 15 games. We got a playoff contention. I know I'm trading you in the offseason. You get hurt, and it hurts my trade, my bargain, it hurts my trade chip, my trade value. So that sort of thing. They're trying to protect against that. And what they're doing is they're putting the onus on the teams. So it's not the players being fined, it's the teams that are being investigated, because some of this has been found to be team initiated, and that's what they're trying to put the kibosh on. Teams resting. You did this blockbuster trade. You got 3 stars and you rested 2 of them on back-to-back nights.
I get that, and that's all. That's what make the teams do is, all right. Your calf hurt. All right, just to back our ass. Go to the doctors and the trainers and get your calf looked at. All right, now they can't say nothing when you sitting out, even though your calf not really fucked up like that. But you can't really say my calf not fucked up like that. The NBA executives.
Now, you bring up the NBA executives. Remember Joe Dumars? I know you remember Joe Dumars. Steady motherfucking Joe Dumars, Bad Boy Pistons. He works for the NBA office. I just heard that they just had a conference call. If it wasn't, it was sometime this week. I'll put it that way. Just had a conference call speaking on this very thing, this very motherfucking thing. And he says that just to reinforce or remind people of you can't be sitting out and all this kind of stuff because we have TV partners. The new TV deal has not kicked in yet. It's coming, but we are putting a lot of emphasis on you guys not sitting out. And we actually have you. So in the conference call, he actually told motherfuckers, they said, we now have data to show that rest doesn't really It's inconclusive. Put it that way.
Yeah.
To now, I'm like, now there is motherfucking data out there that says rest is better for the everybody, but basically what he's saying is I'm throwing the ball over to the teams. You can't be. We've put these things in place. We have TV partners.
Right. And ultimately,
It will be
There you go.
you messing up the bag if they say, yo, we don't want to pay for this product, if you knowingly cheapen the product to the people. Like if you knowingly are letting people sit out. Good. Adam.
if it's just
Silver,
if you're voluntarily just sitting guys
It's
down.
not going to be that anymore. Everyone's going to be injured now. They're not just going to voluntarily sit you out like how it used to be. Oh, he's sitting out this game because it's a back-to-back and all that, like how they used to do.
man, you can't just
No.
be sitting everybody out because they ain't injured too.
Listen, you're going to be on the bench with a jersey on. Ain't no more sit. That's what they selling you. Man, ain't no more street clothes. If you're a star, ain't no more street clothes. You're gonna put a jersey on and they gonna think you're gonna get in this game.
Or you be injured and be somewhere fucking resting up.
But that's what I'm saying. But how can you say I'm not injured? That's what I'm saying. The team,
They not.
That's what I'm saying. The team can say he's injured. We hold him out because he's injured.
Well, it better fall under the criteria. I mean, it better not fall under the criteria.
But that's
of
what I'm saying. Now all they want to do is back themselves by sending you to all the trainers and all that.
Who's
Damn.
sure?
Nah, you can't cook the books.
What you mean? It's my team. I can do whatever I want.
That's what.
Well, sure.
All right, that's what we're gonna see.
I mean,
That's what
they
put a lot of things in
taking
place.
steps. You got to
Yeah,
start somewhere.
Yeah, and
I know you gotta start somewhere, but what
Mm-hmm.
I'm saying is, when a motherfucker don't play a back-to-back after that first game, he can go to the locker room and say, "Yo, my ankle fucked up. I'm out for the next 3 games," and they can't really say nothing about him being out for the next 3 games. You can't prove that his ankle not sore and not hurt.
right. But why would they want to say he's hurt if he can play?
Because they just
That's what I'm saying. You gotta sacrifice
Hold on, before y'all listen.
My fault.
Because it's all about the team. If we can get around not paying this fine and still keep our player healthy and not playing games.
So this is the first
we're
step.
gonna
But
This is the
what
first
I'm
step.
saying.
We're gonna do that.
If you gotta get put on a list to where like, all right, you just injured now.
Well,
It ain't just
they're
2-3
investigating
games. That's
the
what
teams for this.
And it's not just 2-3 games. I want to say it's like 5 games, or they said it was like a length of time.
Now,
So
wait,
this is
wait,
what. So this is what I'm saying. If they talking about you getting injured and being out X amount of days, man, what the fuck was I saying?
Nah, I'm gonna just cut in, bro. You think? You know what's gonna be the test
I lost
run?
my train.
You know what's gonna be the test run to really see if they really working this joint? Kawhi Leonard.
You might want to just call it the Kawhi Leonard rule.
That's what I'm saying. And we're gonna see how they treat it when he say, "Yo, my knee fucked up. I can't play."
You can't when the teams is saying you
can't
hurt
say-
and we want you to sit out a game or sit out, a back-to-back, which they
He
would say
just
you would.
pulled it. He just pulled it.
What I'm saying is,
it's no way you can sell a nigga. He's not hurt.
they're not telling you you're not hurt.
But it's not. It's not. Oh, I think.
But if you are
I
hurt,
get what you're saying. But
you're
what it
going
is
to have to sit out.
they're penalizing the team for that.
Yes.
Too many
How can you
infractions.
penalize the team.
Let
me
when the
explain.
player is hurt.
What I was saying was, if you say the player is hurt, all right, he's hurt. He has, and you say we just want him to sit down one game. All right, cool. No, he's hurt. He has to go on the IR. That's 6 games. Oh, nah, he ain't that hurt. We didn't want him to miss the West Coast swing. Nah, he hurt. It ain't just a game or two you get to sit out, because what would be the point of making all this shit. You be like, okay, well, you just gonna say he hurt for 2-3 games, but he back now.
Yeah, I think it's
Nah,
more or less they hitting the teams
You
in the
better
pocket.
make sure he hurt.
They hitting the
You
teams
better-
in the pocket.
That's
Right.
what I want to
You
see.
better make sure he
That's what
hurt.
I want to see. If you go and be like, nah, he hurt. He got sit out 5 games now.
Yeah, because you're gonna have to put him on the
I want to
injured
see
list.
if they actually do that.
That's what they said they're gonna do. You can't just say like, nah, he gonna be out 2-3 games.
It's
Like,
gonna be
nah.
collective bargaining. It's gonna be like, nah.
It is very well, maybe.
That's
It
what I'm
has
like,
been
nah,
collectively
niggas gonna be
bargained.
like, nah, I could be fucked up, and now I'm feeling, you know what I'm saying?
June or July, they just had the new collective bargaining agreement. That's in there. You can't do that. So that's the that's what I'm saying. That's
So-
the language and stuff.
In closing, bros, it's also important to note that players must play a minimum of 65 games to be eligible for MVP and all NBA team, defensive player of the year, all defensive team, or most improved player honors. A player could also be eligible if they played in at least 62 games, suffered a season-ending injury, and played in at least 85% of the regular season games prior to getting injured. So they're trying to crack down on the sitting thing. You know, it's like I said, it's the Kawhi Leonard rule. So we'll see how it works out. So listen, man, it's that time of the night, man. We appreciate y'all rocking with us. As my bro would like to say, man, we appreciate the walk. Walk with us every Tuesday. Listen, we're gonna make the switch to YouTube permanently. Give us your thoughts. What we'll do is we'll start to migrate slowly over to YouTube. So go over there, run up them likes, and them subscriptions. Shout out to the Concert Crew podcast. Shout out to E Square Cigar Lounge. Shout out to Studio 7. Closing thoughts, bro.
Hypothetically speaking,
HS.
oh man, I'm chilling. I'm feeling good.
Shout out to Real Talk.
Dolphins going to Super Bowl.
Dolphins going to the Super Bowl. We going to Miami. I know we going to Vegas. It's in Vegas.
Closing thoughts, bro.
We going to Vegas.
Oh, so let me. Okay, so I'm no longer blindly, undying, unconditionally loving them. We're in our Will Smith and Jada Pinkett phase, right?
Oh.
So
Oh.
that's my team, but that's like not my team. They gotta win. They gotta win, man, for me to support them, man. We can't. There's no excuses really in my eyes. Just no excuses. So I'm not tolerating the midness anymore. It was the Black Cloud, Dan Snyder. That's just over with now.
That right.
It's over with. There's no excuse for what happened last Thursday night. Yes, I'm hurt. I feel some kind of way. I'm angry. I'm pissed off. So that's where I am with it now, bro. That's where I am with it.
So
Proceed. I just want to clarify that. So no, you won't. No, you won't see the shit. You won't see me with the shit on, unless it's some prolonged winning. You got to earn my fandom.
that's fair.
We having problems right now. We're just going through something right now.
I learned this year some motherfuckers football fandom has been shaking. I know that. Some motherfuckers that I know their football fandom has been like, this team is really motherfucking plucking my goddamn nerves.
Yeah, I never hurt like I was.
Some motherfuckers out here.
I was embarrassed, man. I was embarrassed. But listen, man, we appreciate y'all walking with us. Be back next Tuesday, live, like always. No cute editing, no perfect show. You get what you get. RAW is us. Tune in to Sunday morning, 11 o'clock for the pregame show. Football talk, Fire and Ice style. We're me and Fresh. Locks from the block. We gets it in. Get them tickets in too, man.
Yeah, man.
Listen to the Locks from the block, man. They getting the hood rich.
They getting the hood
They
rich.
getting the hood
They
rich.
Locks from the block bags and bake. They getting the rich.
Getting the hood rich. So with that being said, man, we appreciate y'all, man. You can be anywhere in the world, but y'all rocking with us. We out. Take us out of here, Fresh.
We live at the Fire and Ice podcast, man, and it's certain moments that you have when you do these things, and I think it's more the moment.
These guys came from Woodland, Delaware.
Where was you from?
Now,
from
who's
East
fighting
Side.
right now? Who's fighting right now? Who's fighting right now?
Listen, man, it's your boy Q-Hat, man. Fire Nights Podcast.
Let me see him.